What's up, House? How you doing tonight, bud? What's up, J Dog? How you doing tonight, bud? We got a few people on here. Man, you always working. I usually am too, but this week I'm off. Y'all doing all right? Glad to see you too, man. I'm glad you was able to make it to the live stream, House. Well, look at Sarge. He's so excited. I'm this close to moving into my other house. One of them days, House. I wasn't sure if I should have done it tonight. I didn't want to kill it, overdo something. It's too much of a good thing. Sometimes ruin stuff. Yeah, skinwalkers you don't want to encounter. What advice was that, Hov? But I'm glad I can help, whatever the advice was. I tend to speak from the heart, I think, a lot of times, and sometimes you can sound crazy when you're speaking from the heart. But I believe it's true what they say. It's very depressing sometimes in this world, especially as a man, it seems like. And I think a lot of praying and, there's a lot of stuff that people hold. And I'm not perfect either. People hold negativity over certain things. I can get something in my mind from years ago and I'll be like, man, fuck that guy. And then after a while, when I realize what I'm doing, I'm just mad for no reason. That make me think about it. And I realize, that's my flaw. I'm a human. I have days like that. I'm not perfect either. And I just got to pray to the Lord, like, God, please take this anger or hate out of my heart and replace whatever hate I have in my heart with love. Well, I'm glad I can help. Anytime I tell you, I talk to any of y'all and give y'all advice, I give y'all honest advice how I feel. And also, if I know y'all going through something, I do, when I tell y'all I'm praying for you, I really am praying for you. I don't want to see anybody fail in life. I want everybody to be positive, happy people. And if you have faith and pray to God, God will answer your prayers. Might not be the way you want it, but in the end, everything has to work out. That's good, J Dog. Everybody has that little thing they buy. I've been like trying my best not to buy a gun here lately. Just trying to get moved in this house as quick as I can, and I guess pay it forward so I can do it later. But there's quite a few guns I've been like feeding for like a crackhead. Hold on, y'all. I gotta get some water. That orange juice kind of sour. Not like smooth, but real strong. I done airsoft a little bit when I was younger. There's this place kind of nearby, kind of local to us called Battle Cats, where they had like under the store, they had like a whole arena where you could play games with other folks. It's really hard when you get like that. I used to be really bad. I put off everything and buy the guns I want. Be like, okay, after this next one and this next one, I won't need no more. Then I need another one. But it's also important to generate wealth. Like to put up money, save money. Precious metals is a good way to invest. I always look for like broken jewelry, anything like that, where they'll sell it to me for the price of the weight of the metal, and try to store that up. Never have sold anything, but trying to store up like silver. Silver is the easiest thing to get into. I was looking at buying some gold flakes and little 1 gram silver bullion off of eBay the other day, but I decided not to. I might still do it. Also, another thing, I want to see people, do good in life. And like a lot of my life, I spent a lot of money on guns. And then 2020 hit, and I had to get rid of a lot of them because I got laid off. But there is no quieter feeling like buying that new gun, looking at it, checking it out. I think the next gun I'm gonna get is gonna be the little one of them AKARs, or not ARs, but the AK 12 gauges. That'd be pretty badass. I seen they had a little drum mag. It's for a different kind. I'm talking about one of them Turkish ones and cheap ones. And I seen the AK, not AK, but drum mag. That I think it's for a Sega 12 gauge. And with a little bit of dremeling, you can make it work with the Turkish one. And I think I want that from staying at my new place, little home defense. I believe that gold will still hold its value. Like say, uh, America collapses and Russia collapses, there's still places that I believe that gold will be very tradable. Precious metals always have and always, I think, will hold some sort of value. The human is almost naturally attracted to gold. I believe that's why people get mad and kill each other over gold during the gold rushes and stuff. Also, another thing you can do is stock up on rice and water purification tablets. I don't know how your state is or where your at is, but here there's good amount of water you can find, but I still would like to use water purification tablets. Another thing you would want to keep for like shit hit the fan type scenario is antibiotic. I'm not yeah antibiotics, probiotics, stool softener, and anti-diarrheal medicine. So, because you'll eventually be eating such a different diet, it's gonna throw off your stomach biomes, and you're not gonna be feeling too great. You might also want like stuff like Pepto and stuff like that because you're not gonna be feeling too great. You gotta think you're gonna change your diet up, and you're eating a lot of these. Well, at least for me, it'd be a lot of processed foods and stuff, and I don't eat a lot of it. And I think I'd have like the heavy shits or like real bad constipation. And like it happens, I guess. But rice is something. Noodles is something too that you can store up a lot of. Yeah, but I wouldn't want to trade bullets to anybody. I might be arming somebody to get the rest of my shit. That might seem to be like a pack of two people or a small group. And then they might come back with a larger group after they just seen we had a little bit of 22 or a box of 9mm and like, this motherfucker probably got more. Yeah, because I believe like trading bullets would eventually wind up trading bullets like that, house. And a lot of people think, oh, I'm gonna go man ho on anybody trying to get me. But the main way to win a battle is not to fight at all, you know. And if you're really strong, you want to appear weak, and if you're really weak, you want to appear strong. Like say you got 100 people in a large group, you want to appear like you want to go in small groups when you move, and you want to appear like you got like 3 or 4 people at most in your group. You don't want to camp too close. You don't want a big group, but you want to be able to call all them people in real quick, like you know. But and if you weak, you want to make it appear like you got a lot of people. When you're going through a certain area, you might want to double back through an area, look like more ground was disturbed. When you leave trash behind, you might want to leave a lot more trash behind. You might want to spread it out, you know. When you burn a fire, you might want to burn two or three fires. When you lay a bed, you might want to lay three or four beds. You want to. There's a third person, but that's the. If you ain't got a big group, you want to make it appear like your group is huge. Even if they catch you with your pants around your ankles, as my grandpa would say, you still got a bunch of people like that they think might come back at any minute. They might even let you go if you have them convinced that you're just a smaller group, maybe a group watching the camp. Who's the third person in here? Oh, four? Oh, four people. I get what you're saying. There's four people watching. But there's several things you can do. You want to make it look like if you got a small group, you want to look large. If you got a large group, you want to look small. You never want your enemy to know what you're doing at any time. And another thing, Burning, you need a group of three to wear stilts and camo. Make them look big. Man, I guess they didn't like my conversation. I lost a bunch of people real quick. But yeah, I wouldn't say I'm a doomsday prepper, but I've read a lot on strategy, and I've always, since I was a very small child, been very interested in strategy, any kind of strategy. Have y'all ever made a bug out plan? I got several. One for at home, one for on foot, and one for in car. But I don't believe that if shit really hit the fan, there's gonna be a long time to be in car, and you're gonna be a big target in the vehicle. I think if you really know about your local wildlife, go to your local national forest and try to live there. I kind of feel like in your car is a very risky move, but you can cover a lot of distance. But I don't feel like I feel like most of your travel is gonna be on foot. You good, buddy? I understand. Just don't get hurt. All right, how? I'm thinking about getting one of them little pistol 22 ARs, the little Smith and Wesson. Them things are so nice. Might paint it too. Nah, you good, bud. Let's go down the rabbit hole. That's what I'm here for, man. I always go too deep in anything. That's what she said. That was a good one. Y'all gotta admit that. You know, a lot of people say 12 gauge is obsolete. Like I've seen a lot of these YouTube shorts and people like somebody break in my house. I'd rather use a rifle. But I think I'd rather if I mean I wouldn't want to get shot by anything. But I think I'd rather get shot by a rifle than a buckshot or a bird shot up close. Or hell even a slug. That's a mean ass round. Do y'all think 22 would be a viable option for shit hit the fan like in a AR style rifle? The rifle's lighter, and you can carry probably about about 2,000 rounds of ammunition pretty easy. I know. I think ain't it 50? Ain't it half? Uh, like a 50 caliber projectile to 12 gauge, or am I incorrect on that one? I know it's a really big round. I think I could be wrong. I think I seen somebody chamber a 50 caliber round into a 12 gauge one time. Didn't fire it, but that's a big ass round. I wish I could look it up right now, but I can't. You know how they gauged the rounds back then, like for the 12 gauge and all that. It was pretty much, how can I word it? It was how many shots in an ounce you can get out of it. Like a 12 gauge was, or it might have been in a pound. A 12 gauge you can get 12 of them in a pound. 8 gauge you can get 8 of them in a pound. Uh, what was it? A 20 gauge, 20 in a pound. The only one that was different than that was a 410, and a 410 is the diameter is like a caliber. You might be right, J Dog. I got a 50 caliber round somewhere. Oh, okay, .72 caliber. That's crazy. That's crazy as hell. That's big as hell. So pretty much, if you want to shoot somebody other than me, shoot them with a 12 gauge. Like, if you angry at me, please don't shoot me with a 12 gauge. Just be nice and shoot me with like a 223 556. What's up, Dakota? Hope you doing good tonight, brother. I do think, cause I think I've seen somebody stick a whole 12, not 12 gauge, a whole 50 caliber round in the chamber of a single barrel 12 gauge. I don't think you would want to shoot it like you said. The bullet is a whole lot smaller than the barrel. Just another night. I'm just planning on trying to make this one a short one tonight. I've shot the shot waves and stuff, but I mean, it's cool and all, and it's fun. But I still want like a shotgun I can shoulder, but small. But then again, the way my house set up, the doorways and stuff, I probably would want a short shotgun. But a shockwave pretty fun. Shoot you with a rubber band, but never a gun. Like to see if you stick around. I hope I stick around for a little while. I don't know, Dakota. What's the difference between a hard cast lead and a regular lead? Well, I guess one would be harder than the other one, or is one would be poured? I'm not sure. That's the guesses. Oh, I don't know on that one. I know there's some lead they say not to use for to use to make ammunition with, but I'm not sure. Why ain't the phone charging? It's about time I buy a new charger. My charger ain't wanting to do right, y'all. Did it charge? Hell yeah. It was the thing. Yeah, they are pretty cool. Them little shock waves. Maybe not. I know they say like this. Well, I just said that fishing weights. You know they say lead's one of the most poisonous substances ever. Yeah, on that bass tournament or whatever, they was pulling out them big lead balls. That's crazy as hell. I think you can go to jail for that too, can't you? You know they ruined. At least their name is. That's crazy. So they went to jail. That's crazy. That's probably a pride is a felony. Ain't it? Everybody knows what you do is you catch the fish and keep the heavy fish and then act like you caught those fish later on. I'm just kidding, y'all. Don't be cheating. Get around them country boys, they might kill you. Probably the only thing saved them was they had it on camera. Somebody had it on camera. I'm like, shit, Jeffrey, Cletus, why'd y'all record it? What about to drown this boy? So he fell off the boat after winning. That was weird. That was a weird noise. I ain't never heard no 357 Bose. Yeah, he's always out. I ain't moving, so he gonna stay still and go to sleep. I ain't heard of no 224 Bose. There's a lot of oddball calibers I ain't heard of though. He is sleeping good. He's an old doggy. One thing about him though, if I say, because we changed his name when we got him, because he didn't even really respond well to his name. And there's been like 2 or 3 times in like the 7 or 8 years we had him that I called him by his name that was on his papers, and he acted weird as hell towards me. Like for a few days, he didn't like that name. Something about it. Maybe the previous owners treated him bad, and he associated bad things with that name. Nah, I ain't never seen that movie. I might have to look it up. I looked up that other round. That thing's sick as hell. Have you ever seen Pulp Fiction? I love that movie. Yeah, the 338 Razorback. Bet you them rounds high as hell. I love Pulp Fiction. I hate rewatching movies, but that's a movie I love rewatching. There's very few movies I'll rewatch. Pulp Fiction's one of them. I like Samuel Jackson movies, most of them. And Quentin Tarantino makes good movies. I seen a video where an older gentleman took like I guess 9 millimeter rounds. I can't remember what it was, and made rounds for an old Japanese pistol. And then he took some other rounds, and I can't remember what he made them for older guns. 17 BMG. So it's a smaller BMG round. Instead of 50, it's about the third of the size. or a little over a third, wouldn't it be? Well, I'm gonna be on here about 2 more minutes. I'm gonna get off of here after that. Got to do some work over at the house tomorrow. See, I ain't got no experience in the 5.45 round. I've seen them before. I've shot a few of them. I shot one that was fully automatic, AK-74. I'm not sure if the man had tax stamp or anything like that. I'm just trusting he was a honest legal citizen a long time ago, and that thing was sick. I think it was a 75 round drum. Was one of them big drums I shot, and it was a shorter. It was a shorter gun. That thing was probably like that long. No, it was probably like that long. Like wasn't long at all. It was fun though. Didn't kick hard. Which bullets you don't like the length of? Oh, to me they like just like 223 or 5.56 the way they look and the way they kick. Actually, I think they kick a little lighter than a 223 or 5.56. I like 300 blackout. I just didn't like it because you could easily mix up 223 and 5.56 with the 300 blackout, and that wouldn't be good at all. I had one for a while, and I taped magazines, and stuff with red just to try to keep them separate and what keep the ammunition nowhere near the other guns. And it just felt like I was being over careful with it anyway. I thought a 300 with chamber in the 5.56. I don't know if I ever checked it. I thought I did one time. I know it won't fire it. Well, you're not supposed to fire it in there. But I thought it was the same. Pretty sure it's the same length, and they just cut the 5.56 cartridge pretty much. But I could be wrong. I just was being over careful because I heard that you could chamber the wrong rounds and it holds the same magazine. If I wouldn't even try it just to see if we're wrong, who's wrong, because accidents happen, and I don't want nobody pillow fighting with death. Same here, buddy. We all human. We capable of being wrong. That's what makes us all great. If we ain't wrong, we don't learn something sometimes. I just don't want nobody to make no accident with them. You an alien? I'm just a simple country boy. I ain't even no alien. Country alien. That's crazy. Your internet dropped. Like for your whole house. Well, y'all, it's almost 3 o'clock here. I'm on hop off. Uh, I'm Mr. Freedom from here in South Carolina to wherever you are in this world. I wish you the best. My email's in the description. I hope all y'all have the best. I'll be praying for y'all. And I really do thank y'all for all your support, all your subscribing, liking, commenting. Without y'all, this channel wouldn't keep going. I just want to thank y'all. I don't want to sound like a broken record or nothing like that, y'all. But I love you guys. I wish you all the best. Y'all take it easy. Peace.